So the next couple things I'm going to talk about is going to be kind of like a timeline of a emergence of the truth. People becoming aware of what's actually going on. In 1996, the U.S. Air Force publishes a report about the possibility of using chemicals to manipulate the weather. Now, we've heard a lot about this. I think China was one of the countries that really was in the forefront of manipulating the weather. Conspiracy theories believe that the government was actively developing such technology for military use.
Yes.
Which, I mean, let's be honest. It's genius. It's genius. Like, if you are going to war with somebody and you have the upper hand because you can control the weather on their land and make it a storm and conditions for them to fight in, oh man, you are killing it,
100%.
right?
I mean, these are the same people, the government, you heard about the gay bomb?
I think so.
Yeah. Spending millions of dollars on a bomb that turns people gay.
Yeah.
Right.
So they say.
So they say.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Yeah. But like, go on Wikipedia. Gay bomb.
Yeah.
Just give it a read.
It's Googleable.
Uh-huh.
It's Googleable. Then in the late 1990s, folks started posting their reports of chemical sightings in online forums. This is when the chat rooms and blogs start to become kind of popular. But it's still early. Like, the internet is still in its infancy stages, right? Moving on to 2001, U.S. Congressional Representative Dennis Kucinich introduces the Space Preservation Act, which seeks to ban chemtrails. Interesting. Then in 2010, Michael J. Murphy's documentary, What in the World Are They Spraying?, claims that government here and abroad is engaged in secretive geoengineering projects.
Facts.
I think all of that's facts.
Facts.
I think all of it's facts.
Of course it is.
I just, it's baffling to me that they would do that on home soil, on our people. But I also understand, like you said, as much as it sucks, as much as it's up, I understand, crazy enough, why they do it.
Oh.
If you are part of a group or team, organization that's leading the country and you care about preservation of safety, you have to make sure these things work before you drop it on the enemy.
Sure.
And if you know doing this on another country is going to incite a war, where can we do this? You find some of the poor cities in the country to try it on. You find countries that are already, cities that are already in despair. You find cities that have a low education rate, a high poverty rate. These are the places that you do it. And I know it's up to my core.
Yep.
But I see why they did it.
They think it's a necessary
deterrent.
Sure.
For
as a superpower in the world, when we feel like everyone's coming for us, Russia and China are aligning. Like, there are games at play where there is more at stake than blank area.
Yeah.
Sure.
It is really just, my stick is bigger than yours.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? America has not sold, I think it's an F-22. They have not sold one F-22 to any other country. The F-22 is a technological marvel when it comes to killing, blowing up, and destroying things. And there is a law in place that says the U.S. cannot sell that type of equipment to anyone else. It is really about whose stick is bigger. And they can kind of wrap it up and try to wrap it up in preservation of safety for the U.S. But when you're doing this type of sick on your home soil, it just kind of comes off kind of crazy.
We also have rats. Right?
We do.
We got rats.
We do have rats that you can, put in a certain area. But again, then they're going to be like, well, it's not a human. And then you just they try it on chips. And then you got these other, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Because they do it on animals. They're worried about these organizations.
Uh-huh. Right.
Finding out, right?
Right.
So they're like, let's just do it on humans.
Let's just do it. Yeah. Mr. Mayor, here's a suitcase full of cash. Yeah. 100%.
So based on what we've said already, based on what we just told you, what you know, do you think the chemtrails are more sinister than what was initially told to us? Put it in the comments. We want to know. Based on where we are right now in the episode, and it's going to be a long one, guys. I'm sorry, but just stick in there. It's so good. Okay. What do you think these chemtrails about? Are they for a defense deterrent for other countries? Is it for mind control? Because we're going to get into that. Is it for to make us docile and more controllable, less likely to speak out against that's happening? Put it in the comments. I want to know right now. And mark it. Timestamp this. I want to know where you at with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, that's enough. I'm going to catch my breath. It was a hard cry.
Well, you teed me up perfectly for a couple of things I want to talk about.
Well, let's go,
which is kind of like the why.
Mm-hmm.
Why chemtrails? Like we've touched on it a bit, but on a broader scale, things like population control come to mind right away.
Yeah.
Right? Like if you could use chemtrails, like we were even talking about with St. Louis, like the idea of like a smoke screen over it. So if you could use chemtrails to block out the sun, let's say you do that during war and you go to a place that has cash crops and you need the sun and you just block out their sun.
It's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's
but now
crazy.
you have population control because nobody has enough food to eat. So then they're going to turn on each other. Everything is scarce. So like do you remember during COVID? I was at the Whole Foods on Fairfax during COVID. This is at the right beginning. Shout out to my buddy Joel Hadley because he told me from jump, he's like, you need a go bag. This is serious. And I'm like, this isn't serious. Cut to 2 weeks later. And I saw two grown men getting in a fist fight at Whole Foods over toilet paper. And they shut down the Whole Foods at 5 p.m. They were like, absolutely not. Y'all are fighting about toilet paper in a place that is overpriced and very expensive. Like you got to go. That is not what Whole Foods is about. We are about gouging you. You quit gouging each other. You know what I mean? And so like just the very idea of how quickly we will turn on each other.
Before we go on, I want to know, do people at home actually have a go back? I feel like this group probably has 65% of you guys have a go bag. And if you do, comment below, yes or no. And if you comment yes, what is in your go bag?
Parliament ultralights.
Okay. Wait the
because even people who don't smoke are going to want to smoke.
That's true. That's true.
Right?
But the Parliament?
Oh, yeah.
So you just had $7 lying around? That's it? That's it? You went with the Parliament ultralights?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, what else is in yours? Reese's Pieces, of course.
Yeah. Oreos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No
Twinkies, because they don't expire.
No. By the way, my algorithm, since we started this show, if you're watching it on YouTube, watch it on YouTube. My algorithm, I'm getting ads now for like batteries called patriot.org batteries for my go bag and stuff. My algorithm is out of control.
That's insane.
Yeah.
I've had a go bag since, I want to say maybe like 2008.
Whoa, really?
Little cash on hand, 2 outfits. I don't have a pair of shoes in the bag, but I have enough to make it survive probably for like 2 weeks before I need to re-up on some stuff.
Yeah.
I got my inhaler in there because that albuterol is a must. I got to have that on lock.
And every zombie movie, somebody needs albuterol and then they get got by the zombies in the
zombies
pharmacy.
and aliens.
And aliens.
Signs.
Yes.
You always gonna need some albuterol.
Mhm.
Right? So keep that on deck.